In many programming languages, you'll find a data type that only accepts one of two values, true or false. In JavaScript, we call this the Boolean primitive data type, and it can serve many purposes, such as a switch between an on and off value or a yes and no. Let's discover a Boolean by setting a variable to the keyword true. We'll say var a equals true, and then we'll console.log a. And notice that it shows up in our console as true with a special color to signal this special Boolean true value. Let's console.log the type of a, and we see Boolean. Let's change a to false, get rid of the type of, and we see the equivalent false value compared to true for our a variable now. Furthermore, we can determine Boolean values based on comparison operators that check for conditions. For example, we have the equal to, greater than, and less than operators to work with. The equal to operator looks like two equal signs right next to each other and checks for an equality based on the value on the left and the one on the right. Based off of this, it will set a Boolean value. Let's check if 5 equals 5, for example. So 5, and is it equal to 5? There we go, true. Now notice that we have a single assignment operator with one equal sign here, and then the Boolean operator is recognized by two equal signs right next to each other. Now, does 5 equal 7? As we save, true switches to false in our console. Now remember, we can work with less than signs or greater than signs. So let's see if 5 is less than 7. All right, we're back to true. And now let's check if 5 is greater than 7. And once again, we switch back to false. So then there's also the less than or equal to operator. Let's check if 5 is less than or equal to 7. And it is less than 7, so it ends up becoming true. And notice that JavaScript doesn't make you somehow underline the arrow like you would write it in math, because that would be kind of cumbersome. So to know how to write a less than or equal to sign or a greater than or equal to sign, always put the arrow part first and the equal to part second. So to change a less than or equal to operator to a greater than or equal to operator, keep the equal sign after the arrow sign. So we'll now check if 5 is greater than or equal to 7. And there we go, we're back to false. All right, we've thoroughly explored Booleans and comparison operators. Let's find out the true power of these data types with more involved statements and expressions next using Booleans.